The hum echoed within you. As the landscape faded, the sound reverberated, a lullaby vibrating at the core of your being. All resistance seemed to soften. The boundaries of you, self, of body and mind, dissolved. Surrender became effortless. You were a sigh escaping, a leaf floating on a stream, a teardrop merging with the boundless sea. Being relaxed into non-being. No longer separate, you became part of the eternal flow. No longer a self-contained island. You merged with the interconnected web of existence. Losing yourself in losing everything, you found everything in losing. And from the depths of this formless peace, a single thought surfaced. Be at peace. The gentle urging resonated with the deepest recesses of your soul. It wasn't a command, but a whisper, a suggestion from the heart of existence itself. Be at peace. For simple words, yet they carried the weight of the universe. The call to abandon struggle, to release tension, to melt into the effortless expanse of being. To be at peace meant letting go of the incessant chatter of the mind, the relentless pursuit of desires, the futile grasp for permanence. It meant releasing the burdens you've carried, the masks you've worn, the stories you've told yourself about who you are and what life should be. It was an invitation to dissolve the barriers you've erected between yourself and the vast ocean of existence. In that state of formless tranquility, the distinction between subject and object blurred. No longer were you observing the world around you. You were the world. No longer were you separate from the trees, the stars, the wind, or the rain. You were part of their silent symphony. You were the canvas upon which the universe painted its grand design. You were the brushstroke of existence, expressing itself in an eternal dance. The boundary between awake and dreaming evaporated. The line between conscious awareness and slumber became translucent. Awareness continued, but the knower and the known merged into oneness. It was a recognition that the dream state was not separate from wakefulness, but a continuation, a different expression of the same reality. The fabric of waking life and dream intertwined. The distinction between the two states ceased to exist. It was simply being, no longer bound by the limitations of linear time. You found yourself existing outside the constraints of seconds, minutes, and hours. Time became cyclical, echoing the eternal recurrence of nature's rhythms. Seasons turned effortlessly, days flowed into nights, and years melted into decades, all within the embrace of a timeless present. In that state, you were fully alive, deeply aware, and utterly free. And then, in the infinite stillness, another sound broke through the eternal hum. A soft, melodic chiming, like wind chimes dancing in a gentle breeze. It beckoned, calling you forth from the depths of formless peace. As you stirred, colors began to bloom, subtle at first, then vibrant. The world unveiled itself in shades you had never noticed before, each hue resonating with a profound inner knowing. You saw the gentle caress of sunlight filtering through leaves, the cool depths of shadows, the play of light and dark. Colors sang their silent song, each a distinct facet of existence, expressing itself in the grand orchestra of being. Sounds, too, unfolded, no longer mere auditory sensations, but vibrations that echoed the music of the spheres. You heard the rustling of leaves, the murmur of a distant stream, the chirp of crickets, each sound weaving its unique melody into the tapestry of existence. Sounds were no longer background noise, but participating voices in the grand chorus of life. Forms began to emerge, not rigid and static, but fluid and dynamic. Trees swayed, clouds drifted, mountains loomed, all in a continuous dance of becoming. Forms shifted and morphed, expressing the eternal flux of existence. Nothing was fixed. Everything was in constant, harmonious motion. As you continued to awaken, the senses unfolded with renewed intensity. Each inhalation brought the taste of fresh air. Each exhalation, the scent of blooming flowers. The texture of grass beneath your feet. The coolness of water. The warmth of sunlight. All were experienced with a depth that transcended mere physical sensation. The senses opened, revealing the richness of existence in every moment. Within this unfolding, clarity illuminated your awareness. Thoughts arose, not as fragmented pieces, but as interconnected aspects of the whole. Ideas that once seemed disparate now formed a coherent tapestry, reflecting the unity of existence. Knowledge, once fragmented, now flowed seamlessly, guided by intuition and inner knowing. Clarity extended to emotions as well. Feelings that once seemed isolated now revealed their interconnectedness. Joy, sorrow, anger, fear, love, all were seen as expressions of the same underlying energy, arising and passing like clouds in the vast expanse of being. Emotions, no longer suppressed or indulged, were acknowledged, accepted, and allowed to flow naturally. Finally, understanding dawned, penetrating the veils of illusion. Concepts that once seemed obscure now became crystal clear, aligning with the deeper truth of existence. Understanding extended beyond intellectual knowing. It encompassed wisdom born from direct experience, a deep intuitive understanding of life's mysteries. This understanding, like a guiding light, illuminated the path ahead, offering direction and solace. In that awakened state, you recognized that you are the universe made conscious. You are the eternal spirit expressing itself through the ever-changing forms of existence. You are the dance of energy, the symphony of particles, the grand tapestry of life itself. Then suddenly, as if a chord struck in the cosmic orchestra, you remembered. Remembered what? You didn't know. Something essential, something vital, something infinitely precious had slipped from your grasp, and with the fading of that memory, the melody of understanding waned, replaced by a haunting echo. Your journey through the boundless realms of eternal night, the garden of the moon, the forgotten abbey, the hourglass of dreams, the return of the falcon, the deepening. These had not been mere episodes. They were fragments of a narrative, a story that wove through time and space, touching upon themes of remembrance, loss, longing, and hope. Each scene had its significance, but the meaning eluded you, remaining just beyond your grasp, like a half-remembered dream. What was the story trying to tell you? You yearned to remember. Why had you been shown these visions, these glimpses into the heart of existence? Was there a message encoded within the symbolism? Or was it a reminder, a gentle nudge from the universe itself, urging you to reconnect with something lost, something forgotten? As the mystery deepened, your curiosity intensified, propelling you forward on a quest for understanding. You sensed that the answer lay within the tapestry of experiences, waiting to be uncovered. So you delved into the depths of your being, searching for the key to unlock the secrets of the tale, determined to piece together the fragments of your forgotten story.